Hello everybody, welcome to the kitchen, to the sleep deprived human that is Donna today. I had a terrible night's sleep and hope everybody's feeling great. We are looking forward to baking our flapjacks. Again, it is a recipe. You might move a little bit so that we don't all kill each other in the kitchen. How is everyone today? I have my laptop here, so I'm going to turn on the Facebook on this as well. So I will definitely get to see your comments and your questions. Forgive me if I miss some of them, because sometimes I don't see them all. I might need me glasses. Maybe you wouldn't get me glasses off the desk there, would you? Thanks. I might need me glasses because I'm definitely sleep deprived today. I woke up in the middle of the night and I couldn't go back to sleep. So I am feeling tired and feeling, I'm not too grumpy. I'm not too grumpy yet. Great to have you there. Ellie O'Shea, I know you are there. Make sure that you get your mums and dads and minders and everybody else who is with you. Make sure that you get them to send us in a message to say hello. So for today's flapjacks, which are only divine, only divine, what you're going to need is, let me just click this on so I can see you guys and then I am with you. What you're going to need is, let me see. Okay, turn the sound off of this. Wait now. Okay, now I can see the comments hopefully coming up. Great. So, Mill, you jump down there for 1 second. Good stuff, good stuff. Turn that around that way so you're not too high, because I can see Millie backing her head off this. Brilliant. Layla and Isabel Swan, girls, well done. I've been feeling you trained super hard yesterday. I know you gave it socks. Today's class as well, actually at 12 o'clock, I was thinking this morning, I did the most amazing workout at 7 a.m. this morning, and that's the group that I have the Kilkenny Camogie senior team in. So I was thinking to myself, what would be absolutely amazing is if I do that session with the kids. Shorter version, but so today I'm going to put you through a really tough session, a session that I did with the senior Camogie team this morning at 7 here in the house. So 12 o'clock we're working super hard. Ruby is in County Kerry. She wants to say hi Ruby and all your amazing sisters. Alva and Avine are here from Burris. Patricia says Sean is ready to go in County Clare. It's brilliant to have you. So today what we're baking are these gorgeous flapjacks, right? Morning ladies, morning Rhonda. Hi Paul, hi all to all the fields in Kilkenny. We hope that you're all doing amazing. So today we're once again baking a healthy treat, right? And remember that we're baking stuff that'll fuel your body, really good for lunch boxes, really good to have when you're on the go, when we're back doing all our sports and we're going from one activity to the next. Let me see, Zoe can't wait to get cooking. We can't either, Zoe. And Owen has weighed all the ingredients. Owen, well done. So, okay, Matthew is all set to go. Brilliant, Mary Corcoran, brilliant to see. Right, so what you need is, we're going to need 3 bowls. And you're going to need a saucepan. You don't need that out yet. What you need to do at the start is turn on the oven. So will one of my two turn on the oven?
How do you do that?
How do you do that? Well, you have to turn the switch on first, right? Then you got to turn it to 180 degrees. Hi Donna and the girls from Nicola in Wexford were raring to go. Nicole Pearson Wexford, Simon Sheeper Comedy are ready to go. Those girls are amazing. Grace Egan says her crew are ready to go. Hi to Rachel from Sharon Kerry, right? So you need your 3 bowls, right? We need, first of all, you got the oven turned on. We didn't press the middle button, Alzy girl. Super. Right, kids, let's go. We need to weigh out 250 grams of porridge oats. So last week we used porridge as well, so we're not using the flour in this, right? Get your bowls on your scales. Okay, a little bit more proactive there, girls. Good stuff. Now you have to put your bowls on your scales before you zero. Okay, now you need to press 0. Once you put the bowl on the weighing scales, that's when you zero it, because you have to make sure that the weighing scales is measuring the empty bowl's weight before you add stuff in. Super. Marion Wright have the ingredients ready to go. Liam and Evie are ready to go. Mary says Dar from Fuchs said hi Dar. He's ready to bake. Right, 250 grams of porridge oats. Let's get that into your bowl. You got this on, and you need to zero it down using this one. Okay.
It's here.
Hang on.
Can you use here?
If this one doesn't work, we'll just use the one Ali has. 250 grams of porridge oats. Now, porridge oats are amazing, amazing, amazing fuel, right? So, in terms of putting the best diesel into your body, porridge oats are amazing. Jack is ready to go for Martina Keating. He's the ingredients weighed. Ah, Jack, you little legend. Tara's babies were weighed out and ready to go, but Shane, Ryan, Niall, Erin, and Zoe, this may not go well. It's going to go amazing. It can't go anyway, but amazing. Right, 250 grams, and the brilliant idea is stuff. I'll always try to do stuff that the kids can, bake from scratch by themselves. So porridge oats, and this country is a brilliant country for growing porridge oats, and we've got an amazing, really famous porridge factory down in Waterford. Yeah, Flavin's factory. If you're lucky enough to go on the Greenway, you get to see the Flavin's factory from the Greenway. Okay, you got your porridge oats?
Yeah.
Right, stick your porridge oats bowl then to the side.
Find my porridge oats.
Yeah, just put it to the side.
Porridge oats.
Okay, before we get the, you need your butter next into a bowl. Okay, how you do, Mills? Rochelle Guilfoyle, we have Emily and Eden so excited and ready to bake. Okay, so what you need next, right, is you're going to get your butter. Okay, what you need is your butter, and you are going to chop up for me 125 grams of butter. Now you might need to put your butter in the microwave. Can I get my girls to do a bit of moving, please?
Which bowl is it? In this one or this one?
Whichever bowl you like.
I think it's the big one.
Yeah, if you want the big bowl, I'd use the big bowl. Could you say?
Bowl.
Would you ever remove there and get 125 grams of butter?
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. Parents. Donna is extremely sleep deprived today, and I have children who are not even moving a muscle. Can you see how this is going to go now, lads? Can you see how this is going to go?
I'm only getting 52.
Okay, now measure it out and stop driving your mother absolutely solid bonkers. Bonkers. Millie, will you start weighing out some butter there?
I don't have any butter.
There's a heap of butter here now.
Oh.
No, you know the way I'm joking every day in the Facebook workout saying that I will actually murder my children. I actually think that that's not a joke anymore, lads. I actually think that I might get to the point where I actually might murder these children of mine. Yes. Hi Donna, Millie and Ali, we love the bacon. Liliana and Katie, well, we love you girls. We love you girls. So into these bowls, you're going to put 125 grams of butter. So we got butter and sugar and porridge oats in this recipe. And even though everyone thinks that the sugar is really bad, but compared to a product that we buy in the shop, like these flapjacks that we make, they'll, you know what I mean, they last about a week in a stored lunchbox. But products that last for months on end, they've got an awful lot of junk and chemicals added to those. So, good girl, off the turning on button for the hob there, like a good woman. Yeah, how are you doing? 125 grams of butter. So we can take your time with that.
2 grams off, okay.
Yeah, 1 or 2 grams off is never a big problem. Now you might need to melt down your butter. Gemma says, I don't look normal not exercising. Gemma, I'm not normal when I'm not exercising. And I have my glasses on as well, Gemma. I must look totally weird. And my hair is wet as well because I showered about 2 hours ago after my morning class. And I've so much hair. I've hair like a lion. My hair will be out here. I've so much hair that it takes hours for it to dry. So Ali, is your butter, you need the butter soft. So ours is soft-ish.
How much do you need?
125 grams of butter.
Oh.
Yeah, 125 grams of butter.
I have 2 grams off.
You're 2 grams off. I wouldn't worry about 2 grams.
Millie said.
I wouldn't worry about 2 grams. So 125 grams of butter. Into your 125 grams of butter, so you can keep that bowl on your weighing scales, okay? Into that, you need your butter soft, so you need to do a test to see, can you give it a mix? So if it's not soft enough to mix, pop it into your microwave for maybe 5 seconds, and then it'll be soft enough to mix. I would give yours maybe 5 seconds in the microwave. So over you go, 5 seconds in the microwave. Now Millie here is on 124 grams of butter, but Millie, that's fine. I wouldn't be worried about 1 gram or 2 grams of butter, right? So 5 seconds in the microwave to make it nice and short. I might send it in for 50 and maybe I'll go out the back and have a coffee. Linda Bond says, Hannah and Katrina are delighted that cousins Harry and Honor are busy baking and Val brigging. Give it a little soften with a spoon there first, right? Right, Ali, good girl. I think me and Ali are going to kill each other today because she doesn't seem to be moving, or it's taking her 100 years to do anything that we asked to do today. So Ali may end up getting murdered. It's fine. 5 seconds is loads. You're not looking for it really soft. You're only looking for it workable. Yeah, tiny bit soft. Okay. In the same bowl, right? You need to zero back down your weighing scales again. Zero back down your weighing scales. Okay. In the same bowl, what you're going to mix is you are going to mix in 125 grams of brown sugar, right? So I'm going to give my lads the brown sugar. You got your butter bowl on it, okay? Put your butter bowl on it. Now I like working tidy, so I'm going to have to put these away because I don't. Yeah, okay. And actually the great thing about this is that when we mix the ingredients up, they kind of feel like Play-Doh. So 125, is your butter soft?
Not really.
Not really, let's see. You're mixing, it's really soft if you use a knife. Lads, a sleep-deprived mother with a knife. Okay, zero down your butter. So Mill, if we use the knife and we chopped it down, it will be nice and soft and nice and...
It's bringing me back to 1 gram.
1 gram is fine, yeah? Yeah, 1 gram is fine. So put your butter back on your weighing scale, zero it down, and add in 125.
Is it the tear or the unit?
For you, the tear button. Yeah, right.
It smells like gravy.
Okay, 125 grams. Yeah, there you go. No, there you go. 125 grams of brown sugar. Yes, super. So keep an eye on your weighing scales. In your life, owning one of these weighing scales is really important. I think this is the only weighing scales that people need. We don't own a weighing scales that you stand on. We don't have one of those weighing scales in this house. And for the grown-ups, throwing out the weighing scales you stand on was the best decision I ever made in my life. Yeah, 125 grams.
It just makes you feel bad.
It just makes you feel bad. It just makes you feel bad. So again, we are baking stuff that's really helpful. Okay, well look, a little bit more is never a big problem, but you can take back a little bit. So we hope that you're enjoying the bacon at home. Now, once you have your brown sugar in with that, lads, right, what you need to do is you need to get a fork, I think. Well, you know what, you decide what tool or utensil works best for you. I'd start with a fork and I'd give a little mash in with a fork. Yeah, I'd give a mash in with a fork and to try mix the brown sugar up with the butter. And once I got a bit done with the fork, I'd make sure my hands were clean, right? And then what I do is, because it's really nice to get your hands down and dirty, and I would use my hands.
I'm going to use the knife first.
Well, you know what? You kids are brilliant at making up slime potions and making up. My lads used to love slime. Do you love slime? So this is a really good way to get the good feeling of doing slime and stuff, but you're actually getting to use food. And if you get your hands really into it and you feel that you get to feel the food, it really makes you feel brilliant that that's what you're making. Yeah, that's what you're managing to make. Milk, can I? Oh no, you're okay, Brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff.
And now we'll use my hand.
Okay, so I'm just going to put yours in a bigger bowl because this bowl they've opted for is a bit small. Okay, now what you need to do is you need to get that sugar and that butter all mixed in together. Hang on now, how are you going, Min? So I think a really great way now is get your sleeves up, right? And you see these brilliant tools that you have here, your fingers. Get stuck in, get mixing and mashing that up because this is the fun part. This is the fun part of baking, and it's super easy to give your hands a wipe down after. Isn't that a good feeling?
It feels so weird.
It feels like real life slime, which is just the bee's knees. Yeah, how you going, Mills? I'm going to put this over here because I like we already said, I can't really cope too well with
It
that
smells
mess.
like raisins.
It smells like raisins. It's because raisins are really sugary. So you're smelling the sugar is what you're smelling. So again, like I told you, these are super, super power foods to have before training or after training. You know that gap when you're in the car, or they'd be brilliant to have for your 11s. Because like we were saying in this house last week, my lads would never eat a bowl of porridge for me, but they would eat this for their 11s, and that's the way I'm getting the oats into them as part of their 11s. I'm getting the old porridge oats in there. How are we going? So you need to have a good mix. Yeah, so it kind of ends up feeling like Play-Doh, doesn't it? How are you going, Mil? Good. Are you going? Are you doing good at home? Are you doing good at home? Getting it right. Get in with your hands. It's nice. It kind of like, I don't want to say it looks like poop,
But it does.
it kind of looks like poo. Kind of looks like poo. Not that we've ever picked poo up and smashed it around. Oh, Marion, the oven temperature is 180 degrees. If you haven't turned your oven on, you'd want to get your oven on now and get it nice and warm. So, Min, yours needs more. You're the queen of slime. Yours needs a right squashing. Like, even squash it in the bowl so that you can always be pretending you're making a fake fart. You know that sound? Yeah, do you little hand mill? Yeah, so you gotta get in and you gotta squish it all together, and you'd be all day trying to use a spoon. I'll show you, look what I'm doing with mine. Like, I'm kind of like as if I'm trying to shape this into a figurine. You don't need to wash them yet, do you?
It feels really uncomfortable.
It feels uncomfortable.
Like
That's
when it's getting in between your
only
fingers.
because you kids are too precious now. You're too busy watching YouTube people make slime to be making real slime with their hands. So of course it feels a little messy, but that's what's really enjoyable about it.
It goes between your fingers.
Yeah,
You
just
put
like-
it together and then you reach
Just
your
wipe
hands
it
up.
off. Just wipe it off. Because it's important that you fall in love with making food. And you know, if you're ever having a bad day, like, to get involved and get making and doing and baking with your hands is really... Hi, Jane! Jane Fallon is there as well. So it's easy to wash your hands. But the mind benefits that you feel in your brain because you're getting really gooey and dirty. Now once it starts to get a bit gooey, a bit too gooey, you can just use your fork, right? So just wipe off your hands and just use your fork. Millie, there's a tea towel there behind you, look.
Millie, please turn back on the tap.
Yeah, there's a tea towel there. Look here. The tea towel there. So it is just about being cool with your hands being a bit gooey. No, and you need to take off more of that off your hands. Yeah, and just use a towel then, because it does feel buttery and slippery, and sure, look, that's what making and doing and baking is all about. Yeah, Ali, you make sure now that you don't splash up on that laptop, okay? Super, 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 super. Once you have your butter poo looking mixture there, the next thing you have to do is using the spoon, add in your porridge oats. Yeah, Mel, come on, let's go. Add in your porridge oats.
Oh, it's so slimy.
It is slimy. But don't you pay for it? Don't you always they're always asking me to buy them slime. I give them real life slime and they don't want it. Right, porridge oats in
It
there.
makes your hands feel so smooth.
Yeah, doesn't it? Doesn't it?
Except it comes like that.
Right, there's a tea towel for you, Annie. Super. Now, in that mixture, what you need to do is you need use a
Pour
tea
these
towel.
in. Pour these in.
Pour your porridge oats into your butter mixture. Right now, of course, you can just make sure your butter and your mixture are fully mixed together. Add in your porridge oats. Ali, turn the tap more powerful, it's only splashing everything everywhere. Yes, so Ali, less power and use a tea towel there now. Good one. Super, super, super. Good to see you all on. The temperature of the oven, 180 degrees. If you haven't got that already popped on, pop that on. Use that tea towel now. Mix in your porridge oats. And don't worry if a little bit goes over the side of your bowl. In life, it's really easy to clean up the mess. Right? You
I just
can't...
spilled some over mine. I just
Yes,
like
that's
that.
what prompted me to remember that it's okay. These are only little spuds. That's what I call all the kids. They're only little spuds Where are you going, Alice?
I'm getting another tea towel.
Great, 100 tea towels on the counter is just exactly what I need when I'm sleep deprived. Good girl. Right, mix in your porridge oats. Now, Millie, you need a spoon because that's not going to mix itself. Yeah? Mix in your porridge oats, get down, use the muscles that we've been developing all week. Use your muscles, get in, get mixing. Right, Ali, I'm starting yours because you're over there being too precious.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, let's go. Right, now I think when you're spooning in, right, I think it's really good to turn your spoon downwards, like you're using a scooper on a digger, and scoop all the mixture together. Yeah, are you ready? You finished cleaning your hands now? Super. Super,
Why
super.
am I using your spoon?
It's just a regular spoon. Yeah, I have to put that in there. I can't cope with the mess. So you have to get down and get really stuck in. You got to get this mixture all mixed up. A wooden spoon would be great, or a regular spoon, whatever spoon you have. We don't have fancy pants cooking equipment here. I'd like it. My birthday's coming up, and maybe I might get some nice stuff for my birthday. What do you think, lads?
No.
Yeah? I think that might be a maybe. That might be a strong maybe there. Brilliant stuff. And then when the stuff is in the oven, we have time to do loads of questions, and we can talk to loads of questions and bits and bobs that we need. I'm just moving Millie's into another bowl. You look like you have a lot of porridge oats here, Millie, but sure, look, we'll go with it now. We'll go with it.
Yeah,
Right, get making, get mixing. Ow! Super. Let's go. Deadly stuff, deadly stuff. The weather is lovely, the temperatures are up, but we are staying inside today because today I want to put you through a training session that I did this morning because it was absolutely brilliant, and I really want to get you back training super hard. We had lots of fun yesterday in the garden, but I do want to give you that push. I am trying to make you the fittest kids in the country, and that's what I want you to do. So keep mashing down your butter in with your porridge oats. You have to use your muscles. If you want to use your hands, you can use your hands. You can use whatever you want. Yeah, just keep all the mixture in that bowl. Yeah, Mill, while you're there waiting, you want to wipe down your counter there at your side, no? Yeah. Make sure that doesn't just get wiped on the floor.
Is this good?
Yeah, you're getting there, yeah. You are getting there. Amazing, amazing. So when all this is in the oven, then we'll have time when we're melting the chocolate to answer questions. So chocolate. So kids, if you have questions about food and about nutrition, I want you to get them into me so that I can help you. Right? I want to teach you about fueling your body to stay alive, and I want to teach you that there's no such thing as good and bad foods. If you weren't with us last week when we were baking, we talked about food isn't good or bad, it's just food. And treats serve just as much purpose in life as eating really healthy. But what's important to remember is that treats are treats, and we have them occasionally. So we try have pizza and chips one night a week in this house. So we go for one night a week, usually Friday, and we have pizza and chips. Sometimes Saturday, depending on how we're going. So we would always have pizza and chips just one night of the week because we think, and as a professional, I think that that's a healthy amount to have the pizza and chips. So one night a week. And then what we would have the other times for our treats is we have one treat every evening, like it might be a small bar of chocolate or it might be a bag of popcorn, but we only try stick to the one because it then stays as a treat and it doesn't go into, and you enjoy it as a treat.
How is yours so perfect?
Mine isn't perfect. I've just used my spoon to mash it in together.
I'm trying to do it, but it's not working very
No,
well.
well, like, I mean, you have to understand that to bake really nice food, it does take a bit of work. You need a bit of determination. But like, you'll feel so proud when you're finished and you make these. Maybe you keep going with yours, I'll give Alice a little stir for her. Yeah. Super stuff. Super stuff. Brilliant, yes, brilliant. How, are you going okay at home? We're doing only okay. I'm really surviving today, if I gotta be honest. I could not go back asleep last night, which is not normal for me at all. I love my sleep. I would go to bed here in this house because I get up at 6 every morning. So I would go to bed in this house. I try go upstairs between 9 and 10 and I try go to sleep Well, actually, I've been going to sleep far too late lately. Like after 10 is too late for me. Half 10 is too late for me if I'm up at 6 every day. So we do need, as adults, we do need 7.5 to 8 hours sleep. In order for us to function at a good level, you need 7.5 to 8 hours sleep as an adult.
But as kids have loads of energy.
Yeah, well, you kids actually need more. And actually, what the science of sleep says that teenagers need way more sleep. So teenagers actually need loads and loads and loads of sleep. So come here, if you have your mixture all mixed up together, Ali, can you finish off that, right? What you need to do is get your baking tray ready. And you're under no pressure. Take your time. Take your time. You're under no pressure to make, to be moving on. If you're ready, you're ready. If you're not, you're not. Everybody will wait on everybody because we work as a team. All of us are one big team. And when we start asking your questions, ask any question you want. No question is off the charts. You're not silly if you ask a certain type of question. If you have no, we haven't put in the honey yet. We haven't put in the honey. Good woman. Grace. Good woman. Because my ability to think now today is sick. Right, with that ready, Grace Egan has reminded me about the honey. You need to put in 2 to 3 spoons of honey. Grace, this is where it's at today. Right, using your spoon, sprinkle in 2 to 3 spoons of honey. Right, there you go, give a mix. Make sure you if you have a clean spoon, get a lick of the spoon with the honey because honey is divine. Right, give it a mix, give it a mix, give it a mix. Right, mix it up, mix it up, mix it up.
Satisfying.
Yes.
It's not going to be satisfying.
Lads, thanks for the honey. I swear, I just can't cope with no sleep. I just can't cope. I woke up in the middle of the night and I was thinking of stuff. I was actually bothered, and this is really important for the kids. I was bothered going to bed, and I should have sat down and wrote out what was bothering me. Instead, I didn't. And instead, what ended up then, in the middle of the night, I woke up and I was thinking about it, and I hadn't let go of the thought. So it bothered me during the night. That always happens. So it's really important that you do, when you're feeling a bit bad, that you communicate with somebody and you tell somebody to get the feeling off your chest. So that when you wake up in the middle of the night, your little mind isn't all confused and thinking of everything you have to do, which is what mine was last night.
When I'm with my granddad, I just ring him and then he hears me up.
Yeah, because that definitely bothers my lads at the minute. Our granddad usually lives here with us during the week. So with the fact that we don't see granddad because he's up in my sister's house for COVID-19, the girls miss granddad a lot, so they have to tell their mum, and they have to then sometimes draw pictures, write down what we're feeling, and I was a silly nincompoop, and I didn't write down what I was thinking last night, so I ended up being awake, and now today I can barely function. My good friend Jerry Ford is on. Jerry, I gotta tell the kids about you. Grace, I do have smoothie recipes. Yeah, I'll bring them in the next day. I got to tell the amazing people about the amazing Jerry Ford. While we're talking about Jerry, give that a good mix and get your baking trays ready. So to get your baking tray ready, what you need to do is put some grease-proof paper on your baking tray. So we have 2 baking trays here. Get your grease-proof paper. We haven't forgotten. We're just not doing it yet.
Oh.
Okay, Millie, grease-proof paper. So, when we're getting the greaseproof paper out on the baking tray, we got this one in Mr. Price that already comes. The Mr. Price one already comes in sheets, right? Once you have this, don't worry about it being perfect. You can just leave it over. Right, so leave it over. What you need to do now is scoop out your flapjack mixture onto your tray, right? Scoop it out, load it on, put it all on first. Right, and then you got to use your spoon to press down your flapjack mixture so it's about the width of your small finger. Yeah, brilliant. So you guys start mashing and pushing and pressing that in there. You don't have to be violent with it.
Violence is always the answer.
That's definitely not a good message to be given off. So kids, you got to really use the back of your spoon, push it down so that almost like you are passing the top of a sandcastle, but you can be a bit gentler, like patting the top of a very delicate Delicate, delicate. Georgina O'Rourke says, how long have I been doing the workout for? Georgina, do you mean how long have I been doing exercise for? Or teaching the classes for? So I probably didn't tell the kids this. I am actually full-time. Full-time, I am not full-time exercise person. I am a teacher. So my full-time job is teaching. And I teach in a college in Waterford called Waterford Institute of Technology, which is actually a brilliant college.
And it's known as WIT.
Yeah, WIT. So I teach full-time in WIT. Now Millie's is far too high. So
Millie, you're not building a cake over there.
So Millie needs to flatten hers down here, right? Millie's is far too high. So you need to bang down the side, get in all your mixture, make it spread. You don't want it coming over the tray. Right? You don't want it coming over the tray.
I didn't know we this much mixture.
Yeah, I know, it spreads a long way. This will make quite a lot of flapjacks. Yeah?
If you cook them.
Yeah, we only have to cook them. Right, so mix it, press it down so that the flapjacks are all, they'd want to be 1 centimetre thick or else it's not thick enough,
Or
but they
put
wouldn't want to
like
be
that.
more. So I was telling the kids 2 things. I was telling the kids that I'm a teacher like 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, and I started doing the fitness classes when Millie was born. And you know when you have a new baby, you're off work, you're not working full time. So I was on my maternity leave with Millie, and I was looking for a way to get back fit.
Because I was special, baby.
Well, you were special, alright. When I was doing that, let me just give you a heads up. When I was doing that, one of the girls in town asked me if I would teach a fitness class, because I was really into fitness and I was good at it, you know. And I do teach the students how to be fitness instructors. That's what I teach mostly in the college, right? So I said, okay, I'd start that. And then I remembered how much I loved fitness. And then since then, I started this business. And I love teaching this business. I'm so passionate about it. So now I work 2 jobs. So I run this business and I work in the college, but it does mean that when I am in the college, I have to get up really early every day so that I can do all the jobs. Right, if your flapjack mixture is pressed down, so you'd want it pressed down, can you see me?
I have the extra bit on my spoon.
Don't worry about the extra bit. Right,
Flat
yes, so you want this pressed down looking like this, and now what we're going to do is pop this into the oven for about 18 minutes on 180 degrees, right Ali, come on.
I'm sad.
Okay.
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 Ah, my finger.
Out of the way before I put you in the oven like Hansel and Gretel there, you know?
Yeah.
About 18 minutes. So, okay. So I finished that story while we're getting the chocolate ready. So I'm a teacher full time and I do this on the side. And I've been doing the classes since Millie was born, and Millie was 9 2 weeks ago. So I'm doing the classes, fitness, 9 years. I started the classes when Millie was 6 weeks old. So I started them around May 9 years ago. So that's how long I'm doing
I thought you were
this.
telling everybody about Jerry.
I'm going to tell everyone about Jerry, but I want to get out the saucepan first. So while we're doing this, I want you to get out your a saucepan or water, which you can use a microwave to melt your cooking chocolate or your chocolate for the top. You don't have to use we need a biggish saucepan, so you don't have to use cooking chocolate if you don't want. Now, when it comes to melting your chocolate, my great friend Edward Hayden taught me this, and he is an amazing chef who also works in the college, and he's on Ireland AM, and he's amazing. You got to put in the water into your bowl so that it doesn't touch into your saucepan, the water in the saucepan, so it doesn't touch the bottom of your bowl, right? So you're going to put your bowl on top of that, but you need to figure out, put in enough water that it doesn't touch the bottom of the bowl, but there's still enough in it. So figure that out now. So you got to make sure a good bit of water in it, but not enough that it will touch the bottom of your bowl.
Does that have to be warm?
Well, no, it's cold water and you can let it bubble and boil there. Then what you need to do is get your chocolate. We'll have plenty in one thing of chocolate, and the girls love breaking that. So we'll actually do, hang on there now.
I love taking pieces of it.
Yeah, but don't eat it like that. Don't eat it uncooked. It's a bit gross.
No, it's not. It's lovely, actually.
So what you're going to do now, get your chocolate into your bowl. And you're going to turn on your water in your saucepan. You're going to turn on your saucepan to get it nice and hot first. And once it starts to boil, you got to reduce the heat You got to reduce the heat. Can you place raisins on the top instead of chocolate? Absolutely. And you can put raisins into that mixture as well. You can top them with anything you want. So the flapjack mixture is, you know what I mean? You after that it's up to you. You can add. No, we'll have plenty of that, I think, will we?
I think we need a little more.
Okay, my house say we need a little more. Jackie asked for the 175 grams. Jackie, we just put in 2 or 3 spoons. What we did, I don't know how many grams that is. So I'm sorry that I don't know what 75 grams of honey is. We just put in 2 or 3 spoons. Back it up there. You're not eating the cooking chocolate. Oh. Yeah, you are not eating the cooking chocolate.
Pretty bad.
You can't just eat it like that, right? Okay, now you're going to pop that on top and let the chocolate melt. Now we got some time while we're waiting on this, and we've got time while we're waiting on the oven. So it's a really good chance for me to answer any of those questions that are coming in. But before I start, right, I want to tell you about Jerry Ford. Jerry is the most amazing guy I know, and he's from Blarney in Cork, right? And Jerry won't mind me sharing his story because he's an incredible man, and I was so delighted I got to talk to him last weekend. So Jerry is in a wheelchair, right? And the very first time I met Jerry, we were at a running race, and I see this man, and Jerry's in his. Jerry, you're in your 60s. Are you you're in your 60s for sure? And I see this man in the wheelchair, and he's flying past me. And I think, wow, this guy is pretty impressive. So then on the uphill, I was able to catch up with him, and we're talking. And on the downhill, he'd fly on, and then I'd catch up with him. And again, Millie wasn't born, so Jerry was around 9 years ago this time as well when I met Jerry Ford. And what's amazing about Jerry is I meet him at all these running races. And the other day I said to Jerry, how many marathons? Now, marathons has Jerry done?
A 40k.
So he's done marathons, but that's 40 kilometers in his wheelchair.
42.
So it's really important that we say in his wheelchair. Jerry Ford has done over 450 marathons
In his wheelchair.
in his wheelchair. And he is the kindest, jolliest man I meet at all the races. And when I see Jerry, I always remind myself, you are so lucky that your legs work. You are so lucky that you have the choice to go running, because here's Jerry in the wheelchair. But what I love about Jerry Ford is nothing stops him. So Jerry Ford, I'm so delighted you are watching this morning, because you are an inspiration, Jerry. So the flapjacks are gone into the oven for 18 to 20 minutes. Closer to the 18-minute mark. You don't want them to burn. So we've ours in at 18 minutes, and we'll see how we get on. So they're in there now. Our chocolate is melting, our water's starting to bubble. Once the water bubbles, you got to reduce the heat. That's what Edward taught me, and yesterday I shared, Edward is doing cooking as well, so videos and the most beautiful dinners. He's teaching loads of savoury stuff this week, but I did share his chocolate biscuit cake, which is the nicest. So I did share that on our Facebook page there yesterday. So Robin Stapleton in Ballyragged is loving this. Well, we're loving doing it. And like that, I'm not a chef, I'm not a cook, I'm just a mother trying not to lose me marbles. Isn't that right? Mm-hmm. That's right. While we're waiting on that as well, and it takes a little second for the questions to come in, but keep the questions coming. I wanted to show the kids. I hope that this will work. It might not work. I hope it will. Right, what I want to teach you while we're waiting on our flapjacks to cook. Right.
You might not be able to see it because of the laptop.
I know. Okay. What I want to show you with this, and I might not have enough washing up liquid, so I'm hoping that my story and my tale.
Wait a minute, has this got anything to do with the topic of this cooking?
Yeah, it has. Yeah. It's about fueling your body, right?
Okay.
So I'm hoping this will work. And if it works, I want you then to get some washing up liquid, and I want you to teach your mums and dads about this point later on. So we can hear our water is boiling, so we're going to lower it down just a little, because we want it steaming but not going to boil over, because we don't want it to boil over once the water
flows.
Okay. Now ideally what I need is more washing up liquid, but we're getting out of washing up liquid, and we're almost out of toilet roll.
Are we actually?
We are actually, yeah. We're getting very low in this house. And I'm a sleep deprived mother with no toilet roll and the last bit of washing up liquid. is not going to make for a good story. Anyway, what I wanted to show you is, I have a bottle here, right? And what I want you to imagine is this is your curvy body. Your body which got nice shapes, and everybody's shape is going to be a little bit different, right? And what I want you to imagine as well, you know the way the washing up liquid comes in, all the bottles come in all different sizes. Sometimes they're bigger at the top, thinner at the bottom. Sometimes they're rounder at the bottom, thinner at the top. Sometimes they look kind of square.
Smoking.
Yeah. What's important is that the bottle, the exact same as your body, even though it's all different shapes and they're all different sizes, they all do the exact same thing. They all serve a purpose and hold the washing up liquid. So it doesn't make a difference what size your body is, what shape it is, and what it looks like on the outside, because the job of it is to hold the washing up liquid. And your body's job is the exact same thing. Your body's job, I'm going to switch you over this side, I'll go one sec. Your body's job is to just keep you alive, and it doesn't matter what shape or size it is, your body's job is to keep you alive. Now in here we have a bit of washing up liquid that we've left. Yeah, and, so don't ask me how I'm going to wash the dishes after the cooking, because I don't know, right? I want you to imagine that this is food. The washing up liquid is the food, right? And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to draw a line on the bottle, or pretend a line on the bottle, and I'm going to pretend this line on the bottle is all the food that I need to eat to keep me feeling full and keep me feeling healthy all day long. So I'm just going to show you this. I'm going to fill up this bottle just a little bit with water, nice and slow. Okay?
That will bubble.
You just wait and see. Okay, so I'm filling up my bottle just a little bit to show all the kids what I need you to understand about your bodies. Okay, so here I have my washing up liquid bottle, and right now I have filled the bottle up to this line, right? And this line is the exact amount of food that I need to eat every day in order for me to play me sport, to keep me in school, keep me concentrated, keep my body alive. If I eat too little, I end up being too skinny, my brain won't think, I can't think, because I need the food to be up here, right? The fuel line is always here. And if the fuel line is here and I've ate the right amount, my brain thinks like it should think, my body moves like it should, my energy feels good, my mood feels good. But if I eat too little, because maybe I think I'm fat and I'm not eating enough, right? What happens is my brain can't think because I don't have enough fuel in the tank, right? I don't have enough fuel in the tank. I can't run and my mood feels a little lower. So it's really important that we learn what foods will make our bodies work to the best they can work. And remember, it doesn't matter the size or shape, everybody's line will be where everybody's line is. And what I want to show you is that if we don't eat enough, we are too thin, right? We're too thin and we can't perform because we need the line there. But if we eat too much, right? And this can be too much in terms of junk food, but also in terms of healthy food. If we keep eating and eating and eating, and it goes above this line, right? And my body doesn't need that much. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try fill this bottle even more, right? Now I'm going to blast the water in because what I want to show you is an experiment, right? What I'm showing you is I have filled my water bottle far too much, right? So now I'm after passing the line by ages and ages and ages, and I've ate far too much. And now my body has too much. And what I want to show you with the washing up liquid bottle is that if I keep eating too much, that this has to spill over and go somewhere. Because all that extra food has to go somewhere because your body doesn't need it to survive. So it goes on your body and it becomes this big layer around your body that we call body fat, okay? And what we need you to realize is that you can overeat healthy food and overeat unhealthy food. And if your body doesn't need that food, it's going to come out and store. Now, when I'm trying to run now, I have to carry all that extra fat around my body. I have to carry that everywhere with me. So it's really important that us kids and us adults learn that there is a good line, right? And we can eat above it a little bit and it's not going to cause us too much damage. But if we eat below it, it is going to cause us a little bit of damage because our internal organs, our heart and our lungs, they need the food to keep us working.
Will I give a chocolate?
Give a chocolate a little stir. But if I go over what I need, it's going to spill out. So it's really important that we always think of our body in terms of fuel. And I want you to always remember this washing up liquid story that Donna told you. It doesn't matter the shape of your body. It doesn't matter. The shape of your body doesn't matter so long as you are fueling it and understanding that we have a perfect line that we just need to eat. And what's really important, I'll answer these questions in a sec, what's really important is that your brain, you'll ask me, how do I know where the line is, right? And what's really important is your brain has a line detector built into it, and it's called hunger. So when you feel full, right, when you feel full, listen to your brain, and your brain will say, I'm full now. But when you're hungry, your body will tell you you're hungry. So would you remember that story about your body? So Nicola asked, Neve asks, when is the exercise class on? We are always on, Neve, at 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock every day. We're on every 12 o'clock every weekday. We will be here. So at 12 o'clock today, we will be here. How long is the oven? 18 to 20 minutes. We have about 5 minutes to go. Our chocolate is lovely and melted for when our buns come out of the oven. Mil, don't forget, you have to wash your hands when you're doing cartwheels.
Can you turn off the chocolate?
You can turn down the chocolate. If your chocolate is melted, turn it down. The water in the saucepan will keep hot so that your chocolate won't melt. We put the flapjacks at the same time as you, wondering how long is left. We have 4 minutes left, so when my oven beeps, I'll give you a shake. So we're 4 minutes. Jerry Ford says, thank you for your kind words. He must go training now. Jerry, my pleasure. Thank you for being such a legend. You are a real inspiration, Jerry Ford. You really are. So I want you later on to tell that story about the washing up liquid bottle to your family. Right, so because it's a really important message, and it's really important that we know if we keep eating below the line, your body also can't function properly. And that's why we're teaching you really good sources so that we're going to fill that gap with the healthy foods that really make us work better instead of filling it up, because regardless of what you eat, it's going to fill. So if you eat loads of junk, it's going to fill. If you eat loads of good food, it's still going to fill. And you've got to keep in mind that line to make your engine work absolute perfect. So I can see some questions coming in there. I am a little bit behind you guys when the questions come in, but I will try my best to get to them. We have about 3 minutes left on those there. Our chocolate is melted, and I'm sure the kids are thinking, right, we're bored now, what's Donna do? What's Donna doing? So if you have a question, kids, about the food, make sure you get me in those questions while we have the few minutes waiting on the chocolate. My favourite thing about baking, and when you're baking chocolate, is licking the spoon.
Oh, don't get me started.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Love it. So we have about 2 minutes left on our flapjacks. I'm just going to open mine to make sure. Have a look, parents, that they're not browning off, and my top ones are getting a bit brown looking. So I'm going to take out my top ones, because if the flapjack mixture is a bit thin in places, it'll start to brown around the edges. So that's why you need it about 1 centimetre. So I'm not sure who put them in the same time as me. I am taking mine out of the oven there now. Deirdre, I'm taking mine out of the oven there now. Have a check on your flapjacks there now and see how you are looking. Mine look like they're ready to come out. So I'm going to whip mine out, because again, they'll cook it. It makes no odds who made what that. All you need to watch your shoulders there now. So we have ours out of the oven. Guys, check yours. Jack wants to know what is my favourite food. Jack, what an amazing question. That's an amazing question. Okay, I'm going to do it a few ways. My favourite food. Oh, Jack, what a great question. My favourite food.
Porridge.
I love porridge. Okay, I probably need to break it down. My favourite fruit. Let's go that way. My favourite fruit are grapes. I love grapes.
I love oranges.
Yeah, I love grapes, right? My favourite treat food I love a bag of chips and you put them in a sandwich. I love that. That's my favourite treat food. A bag of chips with Brennan's bread. Get in there. My favourite dinner, fish and roast buds.
Yeah.
Fish and roast buds. I love fish.
Not big.
I love pasta.
Ooh, pasta.
I love
My
pasta.
favourite is
I love spaghetti.
pasta or...
Jack, what's your favourite food?
My favourite food is, dinner is kebabish.
Oh yeah, kebabish.
That's my street dinner. But my favourite, all-time favourite
Yeah.
is pasta.
Okay, if you're oh, my favourite food is Jane Fallon's raspberry buns. Jane, that is actually quite true, and I haven't had a delivery of those raspberry buns in quite some time. Get it together. Right, if your buns are out of the oven, Millie, watch yourself now so that you don't get burned. Make sure you don't burn your tongue. Have a lick of that spoon. If you're melting the chocolate, kids, I'll have another spoon in a second.
Yeah.
If you're melting the chocolate, make sure you have a lick of the spoon. Watch the steam there now, girls.
Watch it. It's really hot. Will
Yeah.
I take this off?
No, it's okay there. You can just leave it. It's only water. Super. Right, the last day we made these, my favourite vegetable. Seamus, good question. The last day we made these, we poured chocolate all over them, but actually we found that the chocolate was a bit too thick. So today what the girls are going to do is they're going to use their spoons, right? And they're actually going to kind of drizzle and just do droplets because we thought that it was a bit heavy. So the girls get to use their spoons. Now watch the cooking trays because the trays are really hot. Mill, will you back it up here there now? And so drizzle it over. You two can work there. Just watch the oven. And Mill, can you reach get the spoon if you can't? And I will do this.
I have to get another spoon.
Jack's favourite food are ham and cheese, potato skins. Oh, Jesus, Jack, that's a good choice. If you were hungry during the day, would it be okay to have a small snack? And what would a healthy snack? Ethel and Olin. So that is an amazing question, right? So Ethel and Olin, if you are hungry, your brain is telling you that you're below that food line, right? So you are totally okay to have a snack, right? Something like these would be absolutely amazing because the ingredients are filling. So a small square would do you and it would top up your line a bit. It would fill you up, feeling really good, and it would fill you up, you feel really, really good on it. Something like this, something like the muffins we did the last time. A banana is also a good choice. Something like grapes wouldn't be a good choice because grapes are sugary and they kind of make you feel great for a sec and then you'll drop. But grapes are delicious and my favourite fruit. Let me see. Where in the world is your favourite fruit from? From Killeen. Oh, that's a good question. Ireland. Hands down Ireland because I love spuds. I love spuds. And now I love Italy for pasta and pizza. But I love Ireland for spuds.
I love Italy for paninis.
Spuds and carrots are definitely my favourite. Rhonda says, I bet you'd say carrot is your favourite fruit. Your favourite. I do love carrots. Tara Swizby, I'm down to one. Erin wants to tell you her favourite dinner is chicken chorizo with pasta. That is an amazing choice. So guys, get your chocolate on. Don't put loads and loads because the flapjacks are tasty and sweet enough with the honey and the sugar. So you don't need loads. The chocolate is just for a treat.
There you go.
What you need to do then is we put these in the fridge. We allow these to harden a bit and then chop them into squares. Right now, squares I would probably keep them as squares as a good size, maybe 2 inches by 2 inches, and then pop them into a lunchbox with the lid on, and they will last for a good week. All you want to know, would an apple be a good snack on you? An apple is a great snack. And if you can on you, keep the skin on the apple because the skin contains all the fibre in the apple. And inside your body, when your body is processing and breaking down the apple like it is in this washing up liquid, it needs the fibre which is in the skin of the apple to break down the sugars in the apple. So an apple is a great choice. Pink ladies are by far my favourite apple.
Is that enough?
Yeah, it's up to you. It's whatever you want.
I think that's enough.
Yeah, I think that's enough. So make sure that you get them into the fridge there now so they'll harden. And then once they are cooled, you could chop them. They taste amazing when they're first out of the oven warm, but the next day, divine. So we hope you enjoyed our baking session today. We are on in 1 hour. We have only a few minutes till the homeschool hub. Parents, I hope that's helped pass the morning for you. My two might take their faces out of the bowl there now and hand me over this spoon. Back it up and serious. Homeschool Hub, and we are here. I'm going to take you through a really tough training session. The training session we're doing today is the session that I did this morning with the elite fitness class that I teach this morning at 7 a.m. So I'm going to push you to the max, but I know you are able, I know you are ready for it. So enjoy your let your flapjacks cool, and then we'll have one after the class. Yes, okay, we'll see ya in an hour. Enjoy Homeschool Hub. Bye, 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 bye. Let me turn that off there now. Lads, that was so much fun. Enjoy. Thank you for the question. Thank you. See you soon. Bye.